going on, everybody? It's your boy Rashid and Pretty Boy Floyd. I have so much love for all you iron addicts out there. I want to do something for y'all. Y'all don't realize that when I meet y'all and y'all tell me these amazing things, y'all do a lot more for me than what you think I do for you. So I want to give back. I want to adorn you. I want to adorn your mind right now with some mental jewels. Hope y'all ready for it. First of all, let me say this. I don't want anybody thinking that I think that I'm some know-it-all or some genius, because I'm not. You know, I'm just like each and every one of y'all. It just so happened that, you know, a lot of the things that I've learned in life, I internalize it and I try to apply it to my life, you know? And those things that I get, that I receive, I look at them as jewels, as jewelry for my mind. And I want to share it with you guys. So that's what I'm doing all the time. A lot of times in life, people can tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know, try to help you to make the right decisions. But sometimes you got to go through it on your own and bump your head. And I found that, like my father always said, a word to the wise is sufficient, and it is. But, you know, me being mischievous at times when I was younger, I would do things that wasn't in my best interest, and I would bump my head and learn things the hard way. The most important element of those situations or circumstances was that I learned from them. So the things that I learned, I'm gonna share with y'all, okay? One thing that I know for a fact, is an undeniable fact, is that nothing happens by coincidence, okay? Whatever good or whatever bad happens to you, with some rare freak exceptions, but generally speaking, things that happen to you are things that you attract to yourself. We are a direct manifestation of our thoughts. Just like when you have a dream, you might dream about two of your homies. Best believe you probably thought about them earlier in that day. You know, that's a small example, but we are a direct manifestation of our thoughts, right? So when you see somebody successful or you see somebody come from nothing and get everything, it's because that person wanted that and they wanted that shit bad. So it takes more than just wanting it though, you know? Just like you can pray, you can wish for things, that's great. You putting in your mind that you need these things, whether it be some kind of material object or some kind of status or a job or a girlfriend, a boyfriend or whatever. But just wanting it to happen is not enough to make it happen. But that's the foundation. You gotta actually get out there and fucking do something to make it happen. You put that together and chances are, more times than not, that will become a reality in your life, you know? So you gotta really think about these things. You gotta put it in your mind, visualize it, and then go out there and do it. So listen, y'all, put in your head what you want or who you wanna be, the person that you wanna be in your life. Put it up here. Think about it every day. Think about how to become that person. Obsess about it. Write things down. Study. Read about how to become what you want to become. And then go out there and do it. Make it happen. With that being said, I'm sharing things with y'all because I care about y'all, right? And I'm the type of person that I want people around me. Typically, the people around me are people that I care about, obviously. And if y'all care about me, I care about y'all. If you give a fuck about me, I give more of a fuck about you. That's the person that I am. Like I tell anybody like on my team, you give me 100%, I'm gonna give you 200%, 300%. I'll go all out for anybody. And anybody can attest for that, you know? So with that being said, I wanna give y'all some pointers, some things that I try to do in my life to make me a better person, to be that complete fucking alpha warrior. You know, you wanna live your life, I'm not gonna say how you wanna live your life, I'm gonna tell you how I wanna live my life. I wanna live my life like a complete fucking warrior, like a badass, like a fucking winner, you know what I mean? And that's with every aspect of life. And I've said it before, when I say a winner, I'm not talking about in sports or competition, stage or whatever. I'm talking about in life in general, you know? You're successful at whatever success is to you, right? So some of the things that I do to prepare myself to be that fucking warrior, that mental warrior, is just like you hear people say it all the time. Oh, you got 24 hours in a day, you could at least use one of those hours to work out and to train. Absolutely right. But you also can use an hour to train your mind, to strengthen your brain, you know, to read something, you know? I want everybody to shift a little bit from just being fucking meatheads and beating up the gym. I want you to do that. Continue doing that. but let's build up here as well. So take some time. I do it all the time. Even if I'm tired, I'll put on an audiobook, and while I'm zoning out, I'll listen to it. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to pick a book and just fucking read. You know what I mean? Build your mind. It don't even have to be a book. It could be a magazine on a subject of interest. I want y'all to find interest in something outside of the gym. You want to be that complete package. And when you're just only obsessed with the gym, you're not being that complete package, you know? Now, the choice is yours. You can do what you want to do, but this is just my advice to you. You know, I know that being a more well-rounded person will help you be more successful in life. You can deal with certain situations that the average person can't when you are well-rounded, well-read, and well-trained as well. So, you know, you want to cover all bases, you know what I mean? You don't want to look like this phenomenal person, but then when people start talking to you, you have nothing to say, or you know, the majority of your conversation is your body development, you know what I mean? Your quad sweep or your V taper, you know what I mean? That's not interesting to majority of the people in the world, you know what I mean? And also, you don't want to be that person, you know? We train our bodies, we pound the weights for hours on end, you know what I mean? You're gonna look amazing, you're gonna look great, but you're strengthening your body, you know what I mean? Don't look at it like I'm doing this just to look good. You're gonna look good anyway, but let's have the core of what we do to be more beneficial than aesthetic purposes or surface level purposes, you know what I mean? So, you know, like for instance, if any of y'all have done any of the overtraining programs, these are some fucking hard programs. I could write out a way easier program just to maintain aesthetics, but I have no interest in maintaining anything in my life. My only interest, I'm just wired this way, is to completely progress in everything that I could progress in. You know, I want to be a better father. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better trainer. I want to be able to lift better, lift heavier weight. I want to be able to break down difficult topics easier. I want to be able to explain some complicated shit to a child. You know what I mean? My son and I was riding to California one day, and I offered him $200 if he can break down what the theory of relativity was, right? So he tried, man. He was going over it. Keep in mind, he's 9 now. He was 8 at the time. He couldn't like really grasp it. And then when I thought about it, I couldn't even grasp it. So when you really understand, like, knowledge is the retaining of information. To me, that's not impressive. That's just memorizing some words. But when you really understand it and you have real wisdom of it, you can explain it, you can apply it, you can explain it to where a child can understand. So right then, I thought I knew a lot about Albert Einstein. I thought I was pretty legit with science, but that just showed me that no, I'm on a very surface level and I need to step my game up with that because I am interested in science. So that puts something in perspective for me. So that's something y'all gotta think about. When y'all are breaking down this information, you know, really understand it. Whatever it is that you're interested in, it could be music, you know, if you're into music, you know, look up composers, look up the origin of this style or genre of music, you know what I mean? Just think about how more interesting of a person you would be if you can talk about the origin of the type of music that you're into, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to give y'all some pointers to be that legit fucking warrior, you know what I mean? And I'm talking to the men and the women, the ladies as well. Because ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Y'all look good, y'all look fine, all of that stuff. But, you know, your looks will get us to the door. But what y'all got going on up here and in here is what's gonna keep us home. You know what I mean? No man, well, some men will take a wife that just look good and really nothing to offer up here. But that's not really a sustainable situation. People want that deep, intimate interaction on a higher level than just physical. So this is, I'm sure y'all are getting it by now. This is really what I'm about, and what I try to share with y'all is to be way more well-rounded and not just surface level stuff. Perfect example, you see my videos, the training videos. There's a million training videos out there. But what do? Every now and then I give y'all just motivational videos, just train hard, you hear the hard beats, and we getting after the iron, and that's it. But 9 times out of 10, I want to sit down and explain everything that we're doing in these videos because I want y'all to understand. I want to take it to a deeper level than just the surface level shit that you see on the screen. You know what I mean? But that's all, y'all. I want y'all to break things down thoroughly and really understand everything that you're dealing with, you know? When I was younger, I would read chapter after chapter of whatever book, and then I would be like, damn, I don't remember nothing I just read, or I didn't retain it. So what I started doing, and this is something that my father suggested that I did, and I did it, I used to do it a lot, is to really understand something, this is what I did. I'm not saying you gotta do this, but give it a try. I would like just break it down sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, page by page. You get where I'm going. But I would, if I couldn't, every word in a sentence, if I couldn't give you a definition of that word, I would define it. I would look it up in a dictionary so I can understand what that word means. You'd be surprised. A lot of people, you can't, if I ask you what does the mean, you'd be like, you know, it's like the. You know what I mean? But that's not a definition. So, and it's not like just giving an example, actually define it. So I would break down every word in a sentence so I can really understand what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So that's how you really, if you think about it, that's overtraining the brain. You know what I mean? That's how you getting the brain fucking powerful. You know, your brain it will be regenerative forever if you use it properly and if you stimulate it. But if you don't, it get mushy and soft, like a couch potato who don't train. You know what I mean? So that's something that you can do. It's just like a crossword puzzle. It's a smaller level of exercising the brain. Just use the brain. That's all I'm telling y'all. Use your brain, train your mind as much as you train your body. It's simple. You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all examples on how to do that. Another pointer that I would like to give you guys is to not be average. Is to not accept average. To me, average is highly unacceptable. You know, when my kids, a C, I don't play that. A B, I don't even like that. So not being average is highly avoidable. You just gotta put the effort in. A lot of people, a lot of times will coast through life. You know, will coast through doing just enough to get by, you know, but that's not legit. You know what I mean? So when anything you do in life, whether it be training in the gym, or it could be at work, a task that you have to do at work, do it fucking good. You know what I mean? I don't care if you have a job that you don't like. For the moment you have a job, you're lucky they're paying you, that you're able to get a job in this fucked up economy we got. So, you know, don't take it for granted. Treat it well, you know? Just like with you guys, man, like with my YouTube channel, I go all out to produce really good videos for you guys. I don't just shoot shit with my camera phone. I do that every now and then, but for the most part, I'm giving y'all legit stuff. I don't want to be average, you know? Average is unacceptable, and I want y'all to adapt that and apply that to your being as well, because life will be so much better when you've practiced that for so long that that's just who you are. People have higher expectations of you because, and they know what to expect, great things from you, because you don't come around with no half-ass shit, you know what I mean? So never accept average. That's not acceptable. Even with people around you, don't accept it with your friends. Do not fucking accept average. You don't want average anywhere around you, and that's how I am. That's how my inner circle, we're all the same. We're all wired the same. You know, they say birds of a feather flock together, and we're all hardwired to be, you know, productive in society, in our lives, and to not be average or accept average things. So that's something that you might want to apply. That's a little tip I'm giving y'all to help y'all become that fucking ultimate alpha warrior. Another thing I want y'all to do, another tip, this is gonna be the last one for today, is, you know, enjoy life. It's that simple. I don't want y'all thinking that, you know, I could be a very serious person, but for those who really know me, I'm silly and goofy as fuck, you know what I mean? I think that I'm a comedian sometimes. I tell jokes that a lot of people don't get, but I think it's funny. And as long as I'm laughing, that's what matters. So enjoy life, man. Listen, I know people say YOLO is a corny term, but it's fucking real. You only live once, you know, and I'm giving you these pointers not to make life difficult for you, but I'm all about making difficult things look easy anyway, you know? So if your standard of life, of living, is to take a more difficult route, you have better things at the end of the day, because things that come easy, they can leave easy. Things that you have to really grind for to get, you keep. You know what I mean? Those are solid gains, life gains. So enjoy life. And these tips that I'm giving you will help you enjoy life. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love life. I'm loving it. Listen, when I go to my kids' school for lunch, you know, like how I'm looked at by the kids, by the faculty, I love it. My kids are proud of me. I'm fucking very proud of them. I'm lucky to have my kids. Keep that in mind. They're not lucky about me, I'm lucky about them. But, you know, when I'm in the gym and I can outlift 99% of the people in the gym, I'm fucking proud of that. I'm happy. That makes me feel good, you know what I mean? So, and that all comes from, you know, really setting that standard for yourself to work hard. Because when you work hard, the fruits of your labor are great, you know what I mean? So I have a good life, you know, but it all comes from hard work. It wasn't always good. You know, I had to struggle. I came from the bottom, but we here. Started from the bottom. I'm messing with y'all. But that's like, with enjoying life, you gotta work hard. You gotta set a foundation so that you work hard now so you can play later. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. Like, I worked my ass off, man. I used to work shitty hours, lots of hours. I had no social life. I don't really have a social life now, but that's my choice. But you work hard at everything you do, you will enjoy life. You will be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So enjoy life. You only live once. Me personally, listen, I love everything. I love music. I love food. I love good conversation with my friends. Enjoy your people. Enjoy your loved ones. Try to stay around really good, solid, quality people. You know what I mean? You don't want to be around people that can get you in trouble, people that are always taking from you. You know, you want to be in relationships with people to where you both give each other, you use each other. We're all here to be used. We all have different qualities and characteristics to use, you know? But when it's only one person is taking from, then you're being abused, and that's not a good situation. So just be around people that are productive, people that are smart, people that are just good fucking people that you admire. Be around people you admire. And man, you know, you will start getting some of that goodness to rub off on you, or your goodness to rub off on them. But enjoy life, y'all. We only live once, you know, life is precious. It could be gone like that, you know what I mean? So enjoy every moment, but responsibly, all right? On that note, I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. Me and Floyd are about to go take a walk, but I got much love for y'all, all right? And if you're not a member of my website, MikeRashid.com, go ahead and join the member side, man. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of discounts for everything that I have. There's a lot of videos that's not anywhere else on the internet. So it's only available for members. So go ahead and take advantage of that. All right, much love.